Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. What a bullish day for the market. Yesterday, I talked to you guys about Bank of America, and I told you all the banks were coming. Well, today we got groundbreaking news of US Bank, which is the fifth largest bank in the United States. They will be offering crypto custody. All the banks, all the stock exchanges, all the investment firms, all the hedge funds, they are all coming to crypto, guys. This is the new asset class that is on the rise and will be the greatest asset class ever. We're also going to talk about Gary Gensler and the SEC and crypto regulations. Gensler was grilled today before Congress and a bunch of members, part of the respective committee. And I want to give you the takeaways and the things he said, didn't say, and who's weighing in. But he got grilled today, so I want to talk about that. We're also going to break down some big news around Ripple and their new partnership with a client to do cross-border payments. And I think this news was timed correctly. They put it out on the day that Gensler is getting grilled about crypto regulations, showing, hey, we're going to keep moving forward with or without you globally. We're also going to talk about Brazil and Bitcoin and the movement of Bitcoin being adopted as legal tender and so on and so forth. So before we get into it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. Also, OKCoin is the only exchange you can buy Miami coin on globally. So be sure to sign up, link in the description. Guys, look at the market. Bitcoin over $51,000. As I've been saying, I'm ready for green candles and it's playing out. Market cycles playing out here, my friends. And this is why patience is so important. Bitcoin at 51,474, up near 6% from a 24-hour perspective, up near 23% from a 7-day perspective. Ethereum is over 3,500, Cardano at $2.24, XRP at $1.07, Solana at $164 or close to $165. So we're seeing green here. And if we look at the Bitcoin weekly chart, remember the lines I drew here for you guys going back months, right? Anticipating the dip and then also the breakout upwards. And we are headed to new all-time highs. Make no mistake about it. As you can see here, another huge green candle forming. Now, as I said in yesterday's video, we could see Bitcoin move strongly upwards, maybe go about 4 green candles or 5. Then we're going to see another pullback. Is it going to be a significant big correction? No, it's going to be, your minor pullbacks to build support levels and then keep working upwards. This is why you need to zoom out and look at this macro level. And if we were to zoom out here and once again, using the comparison of 2013 to 2021, we're double peaking just like we did in 2013, as you can see from this chart. And this was done by TechDev. And in fact, Plan B, I'll pull it up here. Plan B tweeted out some updates. Obviously, he has the stock to flow model, which I'm a big fan of. And he said the following: Bitcoin is 50K now, only plus 26% to 63,000. What does he mean by that? Well, remember his price predictions for the monthly closeouts. So he was dead on with August. He was dead on with September. And he's expecting October will close at $63,000 or higher. November is expected to close at $98,000 and December $135,000. Now, regardless of if you hold Bitcoin or not, the point is the market follows Bitcoin's moves. So if you don't hold any Bitcoin, that's okay. But I do. I'm ready to cash out at 135,000, even 100,000. But the altcoins, as we've seen historically, my friends, once Bitcoin hits that overbought scenario, there's a massive alt season where the money trickles down into the respective altcoins, and you see usually larger gains. So obviously, I'm expecting large gains for XRP, Ethereum, Cardano. I'm ready to make money like many of you, but patience is the key. And as I said, if I were to break this down by percentage, 85%, we continue into the bull run. We hit these respective targets or around them, but we see new all-time highs. 15% it doesn't happen, because there's no 100% guarantee here, and there could be a black swan event. So I have to make sure I say that, because there's a lot of new people in the market. They may take my word and say, oh, you guaranteed this, or you said 100%. I'm not saying 100%. There is a likelihood that something catastrophic could happen, as we saw with COVID last year, right? No one knows the future, but it's a matter of percentage. How likely, the probability, how likely of this is this to happen? And like I said, 85% that this is going to happen. And as I shared in my different videos, have a plan, know what price points you're going to cash out at, and be prepared, right? So things are about to get very exciting, my friends. And look at this bullish news, guys. US Bank launches a Bitcoin custody service as institutions race to cater to crypto demand. That's a beautiful headline right there. So US Bank is the 5th largest retail bank in the nation, announced Tuesday that its cryptocurrency custody service is available to fund managers. CNBC was the first to report. The offering will help investment managers store private keys for Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin with the help of sub-custodian NYDIG or NYDIG. Remember, I keep saying to you guys, I have the receipts. I kept saying, watch that name. NYDIG is massive, and they're a huge Wall Street player, guys. Benjamin Losky has connections to them. They've raised a lot of money. They're obviously based out of New York. So this, you got to watch what they do specifically. They're doing some big things, obviously. So according to Gunjan Kedia, vice chair of the bank's wealth management and investment services division, support for other coins like Ethereum is expected over time, Kedia said. So obviously it starts to Bitcoin, then they add the altcoins. So US Bank tweeted directly about this. They said, as interest in cryptocurrency increases among institutional investors, we're excited to partner with NYDIG or NYDIG to offer our clients an industry-leading safekeeping solution for Bitcoin. And they provided a full press release on their website. Guys, this is so bullish. And remember, this is for wealthy individuals. They're institutional clients, the whales, the billionaires, the millionaires, not you and I. Eventually, it might trickle down to you and I, but they have wealthy clients who are asking for custody, right? I've talked about it for years, going back to when my channel first started. Insurance, assurance, security, white glove service, these things that exist in the traditional financial markets are now coming to the crypto market, and they're being done by the legacy players such as the banks, right? The Fidelities of the world and the Goldman Sachs. So these brands that these wealthy individuals are familiar with. So many of them may not go to Coinbase because they're like, oh, whatever, right? But I'll go to Fidelity, who already custodies my billions of dollars of assets, right? This is big, guys. Like I said, all the banks are coming, all the hedge funds, all the investment firms, all the stock exchanges. I've said it years and years and years ago, crypto will be listed on the stock exchanges. There will be a separate segment, and you're going to have a crypto index. You know how you have the S&P and the NASDAQ and all that stuff? Well, NASDAQ is an exchange, but these indices and these averages, you're going to have one for crypto. That is coming. Bookmark it. We see NASDAQ and the S&P Dow Jones have already started building the indices, guys. This is so bullish. And I hope you see what's being built here. I'm not making this up. This is not wishful thinking. This is adoption, clear as day, and from the biggest institutions on the planet, guys. So bullish. All right, guys. Today, Gary Gensler was grilled before the committee talking about cryptocurrencies. It was very specific to crypto. We had our forward-thinking, smart congressmen and congresswomen, one of them being Warren Davidson here, who tweeted about this, saying, looking forward to gaining some clarity from Chairman Gensler on his intentions related to digital assets and cryptocurrencies. FinTech needs regulatory clarity, #Token Taxonomy Act, which he is the author of. And I believe it's a great bill. But we also had other members of the financial services GOP, like Patrick McHenry, and he actually put out a letter ahead of the meeting. Here they tweeted, ahead of today's hearing, Republican leader Patrick McHenry wrote SEC Chair Gary Gensler demanding he clarify his concerning and contradictory public remarks on the SEC's authority to regulate digital assets, including crypto. And you can see the full letter here. And because we know Gensler is playing these bullshit games because he wants more power, right? He wants to grab as much power to what he calls regulate, but in fact, it's overreach, right? Because even Hester Pierce, commissioner of the SEC, is like, there's no clarity here. Where's the clarity? And we can't stifle innovation, right? And we saw other people from the CFTC call him out, Gensler, on this, like, hey, no, hit the brakes there, buddy. This is not happening. And he's made some dumb statements like stable coins are securities. In today's meeting, it was interesting. And attorney John Deaton weighed in on this, where he said all of crypto, especially ETH holders, should do everything in their power to flip the house next year. If you don't think Gensler will come after you next, then you're not paying attention. He won't even declare Bitcoin a non-security. Let me play you the clip that Patrick McHenry asked him about this. So let me play that for you.
But is it your view now that that Bitcoin and Ether are not securities?
No, I'm not going to get into any one token, but I think the securities laws are quite clear. If you're raising money from somebody else, and that's something that the investing public believes that they anticipate or have a reasonable anticipation of profits based on the efforts of others, that fits within the securities law. And so,
okay, and that's why today, along those same lines, Chairman Gensler, along those same lines, that's why I introduced the Clarity for Digital Tokens Act with Representative Davidson and Budd, based on Commissioner Pierce's digital token safe harbor proposal. I asked about this before. Have you had a chance to review her proposal?
Commissioner Pierce and I talk actively about these matters, but I have not yet reviewed. I think you just introduced your bill this morning, and I look forward to looking closely at that.
But the bill is based off of her proposal. I was asking if you've reviewed her proposal.
Commissioner Pierce and I have had a number of conversations.
Gensler dodged a lot of questions. I mean, it was he was running around from these questions, and notice he didn't double down on the clarity that was given by Jay Clayton and William Hinneman on Ethereum and Bitcoin. And he answered any questions. So this guy is looking to throw everything into the securities bucket, and that is dangerous. And this is why we need Congress to step in. Now, notice what Patrick McHenry said, that they're using Hester Pierce's safe harbor proposal. And obviously, I've interviewed Hester Pierce 6 months ago. I will be interviewing her next week, guys. So we're going to talk about all of these things and the future of crypto. And obviously, she has a great proposal. She understands the technology. She's forward thinking. And they're basing this new bill on that. So Gensler, once again, I read this. I know I didn't. He's just not answering anything, right? He's just full of bullshit. So I'm just annoyed at Gensler. He's just so stupid. Tom Emmer here, who I've interviewed on the channel, he tweeted at Gensler. He brought the fire on Gensler today. He said, Gary Gensler, the FASB must prioritize crypto accounting standards. This is an easy step toward clarity for crypto investors. And he also tweeted, watch me hold Gary Gensler accountable for how his leadership could devastate American crypto investors. So he provided a video clip of that. So Congressman Emmer always bringing the fire. And like I said, I've interviewed him. So be sure to check out that interview because we talk in depth about crypto regulations. And I'm going to try to get an interview with Patrick McHenry as well to talk about this new bill. So make sure you got the notification bell set up, guys. And that bill is the Clarity for Digital Tokens Act of 2021. So there's a lot of bills floating around, and I think they have to do this. They're trying to throw as much as they can to stick to the wall here, and that's because look, we need more people from Congress to help out. And we know Gensler, he's on the offense here, right? He's going out, he's saying this and that, and obviously we saw what Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong tweeted, that the SEC is acting shady, and we know Gensler it's a bit of deflection to what he's trying to do because of the Ripple lawsuit, right? He knows the SEC is in a losing position, and he's trying to front run it to maybe grab more power so that if they do lose, he still can maintain that power. Because if they lose and he didn't get more power or what he wants, they're going to be operating at a deficit, right? At a loss, because the rest of the market's going to see, oh, this is how you defeat the SEC. And we can use the fair notice argument or defense as well, right? Because they didn't put out the regulations. They're just bullshitting, right? It's like the mafia. They go around and try to shake you down. Now, Gabor Gurbax, who's at Van Eck, and of course, they're looking to get a Bitcoin ETF approved. And I interviewed Gabor just recently, guys. So you be sure to check that out. Very smart guy, and they're doing some great things at Van Eck. Well, he tweeted something that I really like here, and it's the double standards, the hypocrisy of the SEC. The same regulators that investigate stablecoins allowed/approve payday lending, negative interest rates, leverage marijuana ETFs, lottery tickets, money printing, bank bailouts. It really makes you wonder about their priorities and who they serve. Gensler's not trying to protect investors like you and I, retail investors. This goes back to crypto, stablecoins, all these things are a threat to his bankster cartel friends, his puppet masters. That's what's happening here. That's why there's a laser beam on lending and trying to halt Coinbase's lending and stop stablecoins, because you will take your money out of traditional banking world to go earn higher yield. Who wouldn't, right? You'd be an idiot not to. Who wouldn't do that? And they know this. They know, they see the threat, and this is why they're fighting it. So Gensler is doing the bidding, as we've talked about, of the banking cartel here, and Gabor's right, because you look at this thing holistically, and you're like, what the hell is going on, right? So Gensler is full of crap. Now, here's another example. USDC, Jeremy Allaire's Circle, right? The SEC has subpoenaed them. So let's see what happens, because once again, stable coins, and I've interviewed Jeremy Allaire. So if you haven't seen that interview, be sure to check it out. He's one of those internet pioneers and entrepreneurs. But see, the SEC isn't stopping at Ripple. When XRP holders told you guys, the SEC is not just coming after XRP. This is a hit against the entire market. We weren't kidding, guys. Now, Ethereum Joe, the co-founder of Ethereum, Joseph Lubin, he's so funny. Now he's kissing Gensler's ass, going around saying, "Oh no, the market is perfect. The market has clarity. What are you guys talking about?" Yeah, it has clarity for you when you did some under the table moves with Jay Clayton and William Hinman. Yeah. Like, he's so funny. Like, he should probably just shut up. If I was him, I would not say anything, but he's going out there. And look, maybe I shouldn't say he should shut up, because he will probably further incriminate himself, because there's a lot of videos out there. This guy telling everything left and right about what he did in the SEC. And obviously all these things fall under why they got a free pass. So here's the news with Ripple. QNB, Ripple partner on cross-border payments. So Ripple continues globally to partner with companies and get people to use XRP and their different products, guys. And I once again, the news coming out today is or at least yesterday, is interesting. It's kind of like an FU to Gary Gensler and the SEC, because Ripple's working with companies globally, and there's no problem overseas when there's regulatory clarity. It has to do with the United States. So let's see. Let me give you the details. So Qatar National Bank, QNB, has unveiled its global cross-border payment strategy, which is happening through a partnership with the blockchain solution provider Ripple. As the Gulf Times reported on Monday, the partnership will see QNB pilot Ripple's financial technology network, RippleNet, with QNB Finans Bank in Turkey in a group rollout, which plans to eventually roll out into other corridors. Very bullish. This is why I hold XRP, but I ain't no XRP maximalist. I don't want the Bitcoin people or anybody else to go crazy. I hold Bitcoin. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. As I said at the beginning of the video, looking at the stock to flow model, and obviously banks are starting with Bitcoin, and usually adoptions start with Bitcoin, then it moves to altcoins. So This is bullish. And once again, a big FU to the SEC, in my opinion, the timing. Now, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO, he tweeted the following: Bitcoin set to become legal payment in Brazil. So as we've talked about since the El Salvador news adoption, that game theory and Metcalfe's law was going to play out here, and the other Latin American countries and South American countries were going to participate in this. They were going to do the same. So it looks like things are moving in this direction, guys. And that's what I love about crypto. It's global. It doesn't matter that Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren are being dumb here in the United States installing things, because the rest of the world is going to keep moving ahead, and they can't stop crypto. They may try to slow it down, but they can't stop it because of the borderless, decentralized nature of it on the blockchain. And I was given this story or this analogy a lot. If you are, in somewhere in Australia or some country in Africa, if you just put $50 into Bitcoin, you're part of the asset class. There's no gatekeepers. There's never been anything like this before, guys. That's why I have said it's going to be the greatest asset class ever. Like I said, there's never been anything like this. So guys, what do you think? This US bank news is bullish as hell. And you know what this is going to lead to? Higher prices. I'm here to make money. Like I've said, have a plan. If you haven't seen my crypto bull run tips video from a couple of days ago, be sure to check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Has some useful tips in there that you can use to make sure you can navigate the waters of cashing out and don't run into problems and roadblocks. So thank you all. Leave a comment below, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.